minutes, so please be ready. In the name of Almighty God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Good afternoon and a warm welcome to galaxy of intellectuals, guests and delegates with great joy and immense exclusion. I am Maryam Urugzai and I feel privileged to extend my warm welcome to all of you presented here for the celebration of NOWRUZ and Valedictory program of Bamyan Winter School organized during Gandhi-Badshah week. We are honored to have you all with us. The Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency Syed Ziaullah Hashimi, Chief Guest Sir B.P. Singh, Shri Vijay Goyal, Vice Chairman of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, Shri Dipankar, Shri Gyan, Director of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, Ms. Sania Fidataj, the Principal of Allama Syed Jamaluddin Afghan High School, Ms. Malalai Shafiq Safi, Vice Principal of Allama Syed Jamaluddin Afghan High School, respected teachers and dear students. The growing participation of students from different institutions affirm the relevance and meaningfulness of this celebration. On the behalf of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, we are delighted to offer a gracious welcome to all of you. Peace is freedom from worry and fear, knowing I won't lose the things I hold dear. That may I live in a calm, orderly way. Peace is the blessing for which I pray. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. In the flash of love's light, we dare to brave, and suddenly we see the love cause, or we are and will ever be. Yet it's only love which sets us free. Now I would like to invite Mr. Shri Vijay Goyal, Shri B.P. Singh, His Excellency Syed Ziaullah Hashimi, Charge Affair of Embassy of Afghanistan, and Professor S. Narayan for lamp lighting ceremony. I would like to invite Padmi Shri on the stage for lamp lighting process. Thank you so much. When you are surrounded by successful people, you realize that their success isn't an accident. It is about hard work. At this moment, we would like to call upon Mr. Shri Dipankar Shri Gyan, Director of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, and listen to his welcome remarks.
Namaskar. It's my privilege to welcome Padma Shri Dr. Nindeshwar Pathak ji, who is our Executive Committee member, Professor Narayan, who is advisor to the Government of India, and His Excellency, the Afghan Ambassador. All the representatives from the Afghan Embassy, my dear friend Rahul, and dear students, it's a long journey. When we started way back 2 years back, working with Afghan Embassy. And I can say that we are not the change makers. You are the real change makers through the Bamyan school. Today the paintings exhibited outside is your effort, and the real beautiful paintings which we have come through from your work in the Bamyan school itself. I have also the occasion to thank the cultural consulate present here for his marvelous paintings which we have exhibited in the hall itself. Sir, it is always a question why we opted you to work together for a long period. Because you are so close to us. There is a very close relationship between Badshah Khan and Mahatma Gandhi. And both are known as Gandhi. One is Simant Gandhi and another is Gandhi for the world. And Simant Gandhi, a true follower of Mahatma Gandhi, though race-wise he was barrier, but attitude-wise he was a peace lover. He passed throughout his life, he was so keen to establish peace in the different areas from where he was coming. And I remember one of the instances that when India was having a partition, Badshah Khan told Gandhi, why you don't consulted me? That's the feeling which Badshah Khan has for India. And during his fag end of life, he came to India for his medical treatments and he was treated here. So it was really a nice relationship between India and Afghanistan. And what I call India and Afghanistan, it is undivided India itself. Because during the Mahabharata time, it was Gandhar and Gandhari was the lady queen of this country. So a very close and warm relationship. And what today is very special, it is the beginning of NOWRUZ, the new year. It is called New Day, but for you, it is called a New Year. So it is really a New Year's celebration for all of us. So it is a very good mixture of culture as well as academia. In the academic side, the students are here, the teachers are here, and we have tried to inculcate the non-violent communication, some sort of mediation type of, and during the difficult time which the Afghan people faced at the invasion of Taliban, we have strengthened our relationship by having brotherhood between each and other sides. So, to me, you are not my friend, you are my brothers and sisters. And brother and sister has always a close affinity to work together. That's why we are working together. I'm sure that this relationship will continue in future also, and we will work together for the international peace, the geopolitical peace, as well as for the peace among our citizens. No doubt, the Afghan people has suffered a lot in past 20 years, but you are the real race who always bounce back, and when you bounce back, embassy through ME, and I'm thankful to the Afghanistan embassy, particularly the ambassador and the ambassador in charge present here, for their close cooperation with us. And I have never seen an ambassador coming several times to my chamber for each and every minute things, and he was meticulously planning everything. And the ambassador in charge present here, he in the last 3 or 4 days came at least 4 or 5 times just to organize this program. So I am sure that program will be very, very successful. Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your nice words. Education is the passport to future. Tomorrow belongs to those who prepared for it today. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Now the person who has consumed herself to change the society and light the darkness in the life of your children, the respected principal of Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School, Ms. Sania Fida Taj, is requested on the stage and address the audience. Please, a big round of applause for respected principal to be present on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Namaskar, Sasikar, and Salam Alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I feel greatly delighted to welcome all of you present to this program. Even of Bamyan Winter School in celebration of NOWRUZ, organization by Gandhi Cemetery and Darshan Cemetery. Today, ceremony is on another unique and very important landmark and story of our school. Thus, to me, I consider it great privilege to conserve and express and thanks for all of Gandhi Cemetery and our school. We had intended to appreciate and thanks them for organize non-violence communication class, English learning training class for staff of our school. But the good news is that today a story to being made us we have gathered more to work toward. Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School as well has celebrated NOWRUZ. Using this opportunity, I wish you all a very memorable NOWRUZ and Happy New Year and Happy Holi. Indeed, Bamyan Winter School Non-Violence Communication and English Language training class is really benefit both for our teacher and students. We have learned a lot of about this peace building and violence and money other useful very useful conception which are very necessary for everyone. In fact, Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School have gone through many struggle to become the school that you know. All the teacher hall students have labored too hard and achieve positive result and make very meaningful program, has very stage in life. I would like to take this opportunity and thank to hard work of embassy, Gandhi Cemetery and Darshan Cemetery for the whole tower our school. You have done a good job for which God will God surely reward and pay you back with a better kind. I encourage you to keep doing a good job you have started. I am proud and happy to belong in this family and of education young mind. Do not do not see your career as a teacher as something of important and people to teaching professional and general scheme. Hence, still we must realize that our job is very critical of nation development. Our joy and condition is that we have privilege and impact in a young mind. God bless you. Once more, I welcome to all to this event and pray to God to continue to keep your all safe and as love and mercy. Thank you for all your kind attention.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was indeed motivating and extremely informative. We are so honored and privileged to have you amongst us as a team dignitaries whom we would like to appreciate. In this part of the program, I would like to invite Dr. Nazir Ahmad Yusufi to hand over the letter of appreciation to Mr. Dipankar Shri Gyanji. I would like to invite Mr. Hafizullah Hurmat on the stage. On the behalf of the embassy, Dr. Nazir Ahmad Yusufi is going to deliver his speech to you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Salam, Khush Amadid, Sharaglast. Mr. Saeed Ziaullah Hashimi, Charge d'Affaires of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Mr. Hamdullah Arbab, the Cultural Attaché of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Mr. Kamisa Vijay Goyal. Kamisa Vijay Goyal. نظر من نمیفهمم. کن؟ بیسی. دور کنی؟ زیاد بلند معلوم نیست. Namaste sir. Namaste sir. So let me start again. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Salam, Khush Amadid, Sharaglast. Mrs. Said Ziaullah Hashimi, Charge d'Affaires of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Mr. Hamdullah Arbab, the Cultural Attaché of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan. Our chief guest, Shri B.P. Singhji, the former governor of Sikkim, and we also have Padma Shri Dr. Bandeshwar Pathakji with us, and Shri Dipankar Gyanji sir, Director of Gandhi Smriti Darshan Samiti, diplomats, professors, esteemed teachers, students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, I take this opportunity to extend you all a very warm welcome to the valedictory session of Gandhi-Badshah Khan Friendship Week. The Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan, in collaboration with Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti and Rise in a House, celebrated Gandhi-Badshah Khan Friendship Week in a magnificent way this year. We had many activities for the teachers, students, and public at large. For instance, on 8 February 2022, His Excellency Farid Momanzi, Ambassador of Afghanistan to India, and Shri Vijay Goyal, Vice Chairman of Gandhi Smriti and Gandhi Darshan, and Director of Gandhi Smriti and Gandhi Darshan, inaugurated the first digital exhibition of rare paintings and photographs of Mahatma Gandhi and Badshah Khan, where over 100 people joined this heart-touching exhibition online. And on 9th February, 132nd birth anniversary of Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan, known as Khan Baba, was celebrated at Gandhara Hall of the Embassy in New Delhi, with the presence of His Excellency Farid Momanzi and our chief guests, Shrimati Tara Gandhi ji, Shri Dipankar Gyanji, Ambassador Amrinder Katau, eminent professors, teachers, and students. We also had Bamyan Winter School during this week, where Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti provided classes to students of Syed Jamaluddin Afghan High School on peace, non-violence. And today we are going to see what our students learned during the Bamyan Winter School. And And today also we are celebrating the International Day of NOWRUZ as part of Gandhi-Badshah Friendship Week. We are immensely grateful to Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti for collaborating with us to promote peace, non-violence communication, and to inculcate the peace messages of both legends and continue their legacy. The teaching of Gandhiji and Badshah Khan is the most need of our time. In fact, it is a universal need, but more it is very needed in a war-torn country of Afghanistan. We hope that the teaching of Gandhi and Forinta Gandhi is spread among the youth of Afghanistan and India. Let's remember the rich legacy of these two eminent men whose ideal of peace and non-violence will inspire generations to come. We are looking forward to have more collaboration and events during this year and years to come. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your nice work. A good teacher will always appreciate the good qualities of her students. If one good quality is allowed to emerge, a world of good qualities will emerge from that one. Allama Said Jamaluddin Afghan High School students have brilliant qualities and talents to demonstrate. Bamyan Winter School was a great opportunity for all of the students to learn peace-building skills and avoid violence in their daily lives. In this moment, without waiting, put your hands together for students of Allama Said Jamaluddin Afghan High School to be present on the stage and deliver their feedback on 5 days Bamyan Winter School themes. First, I would like to invite Ms. Aisha Moman, Allama Said Jamaluddin Afghan High School student, to share her ideas learning from Bamyan Winter School.
دلوی سیختان تعالی پنامه. السلام علیکم و رحمت الله و برکاته. د هندستان کې د افغانستان اسلامي جمهوریت د سفارت درنو غړو ښاغلی ډاکټر صاحب نذیر یوسفي، د علامه سید جمال الدین افغان لیسې ښاغلی مدیره صاحبه، د تدریسي مرستیال، اداري مرستیال، د ګرانو ښوونکو او میلمنو په اجازه تاسو ټول ته نن په دې برنامه کې ښه راغلاست وایم. لومړی د هر څه نه د نوي کال را رسېدل مبارک. خدای کې د پرمختګ او د خوشحالۍ ډک کال ولرو. زه عایشه مومن د 12م ټولګي زده کوونکې او د بامیان د ژمني ښوونځي یوه ګډون کوونکې یم. موږ د ګاندي سمریتي او د ریشن سمریتي د مؤسسو نه مننه کوو چې موږ ته بامیان ښوونځی جوړ کړی و. بامیان ښوونځی هغه ښوونځی چې موږ پکې ډېر شیان زده کړل، لکه سوله چې ده، تاوتریخوالی څرنګه منځته راځي، څرنګه خپل احساسات کنټرول کو او د احساسات اداره کول میانجیګري، هغه شیان چې موږ په دې ښوونځي کې زده کړل. اوس هم پام راګرځوم هغه مقاله او شعر ته چې ما د سولې په اړه لیکلی دی. سوله راشه پرهرونو ته ملهم جوړ شه، ټکر جوړ شه، یا د خپل کوره د زخمونو لمن ټوله کړه. مه ورکوه غم چاته، ژوند د سولې غوره کړه، ای ښکله زلمیه د دردونو لمن ټوله کړه. راشه د امید سره غزل د سولې ولوله، راشه د امید سره غزل د سولې ولوله، ګرانه د جګړې د شعارونو لمن ټوله کړه. جنگ او سوله دوه متضاد کلمې دي چې د حق او ناحق، عدالت او د ناعدالت سره مخامخ اړیکې لري. سوله د الله جل جلاله د ټولو مخلوقاتو لپاره اړینه او طبیعي غوښتنه ده. چېرته چې حق او عدالت د انسان ترمنځ وجود لري او بې عدالتي نه وي، هلته به تل خلک په سولې او آرامۍ کې ژوند کوي. او چېرته چې عدالت پر ځای بې عدالتي وي، د کمزوري حقونه د زورور تر پښو لاندې کېږي او زورور د کمزوري حق ورنه اخلي، هلته به جنګ او ناارامي وي. چېرته چې جنګ وي او بې عدالتي وي، د خلکو حقونه پایمالېږي، هلته سولې ته اړتیا شته. چېرته چې جنګ او بې عدالتي نه وي، هلته د سولې لپاره هم اړتیا نشته، ځکه موجود خلک په خپلو حقونو راضي او خپل سره په ورورولۍ او خوشحالي کې ژوند کوي. دا چې زموږ په هېواد کې پرله پسې 3 لسیزې جنګ او جګړې روانې دي، د افغان ولس سره د بې عدالتي او د دوی څخه د نورو لخوا د حق اخیستلو خبره ده. هر وخت په افغان هېواد یرغل کېږي او یرغلان د دوی حقونه ورنه اخلي او تر پښو لاندې کوي او زورور په دې ولس باندې حمله کوي. د هر څه نه مخکې خو دا ولس هم تر څو د سولې لپاره امید لري ځکه موږ په دې ډګر کې ډېر قربانیانې ورکړي مګر سر مو نه دی ښکته کړی د خدای نه غواړو چې زموږ په هیواد کې یو دایمي سوله او ارامي راشي او موږ بیرته خپل هیواد ته ستون او د خپل هیواد د پرمختګ لپاره اوږه په اوږه کار وکړو مننه د پاملرنې نه
Thank you, Aisha Jan. Now I would like to call upon Mahdi Samadi, Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School student, to say a few words about Bamyan Winter School. Okay, I think he is not present. In this part of the program, it is time to hear from Nurullah Alimi, Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School student, about his experience of Bamyan Winter School.
Let me translate the words of the kid. He said, if we have peace within, then we can achieve the peace outside. So he said it's very important to have peace within first.
In this part of the program, I would like to invite Nurullah Jan from 12th class of Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School to express his experience about Bamyan Winter School.
روز بازگشت به خویشتن می‌دانستند. آگاهان امور فرهنگ می‌گویند نوروز نه تنها یک مراسم تاریخی است بلکه سر فصل بهار است و باید از آن تجلیل شود، در حالی که بعضی‌ها آن را متعلق به زردشتیان خوانده و تجلیل آن روز را برخلاف دین اسلام می‌دانند. تشکر، مننه، دنیواد، thank you. Happy New Year, happy New
Thank you so much, Nurullah. In this part of the program, we would like to invite Mr. Khalilullah Faqiri, Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School student, to share his experience about Bamyan Winter School.
In the name of Allah, I am Muhammad Khalil Faqiri, student of 10th grade in Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School, and I offer my warmest greeting to all of the wonderful friends and respected guests. And today I want to talk about peace. First, Bamyan Winter School was a very amazing experience for all of the students. Throughout this session, we have learned many beneficial aspects of love, which we we have learned many beneficial aspects of love which is necessary for everyone to follow in their daily lives. We have learned a lot about peace building, escape, non-violent communication, peer meditation, and many effective topics. For me, peace building is the most important aspect. Which should we know about it? Peace. Peace is a stress-free state of security and calmness that comes when there is no fighting or war. Everything coexistence in perfect harmony and freedom. It is defined as a state of law or civil government, a state of justice or goodness, a balance of equilibrium of power. Such a meaning of peace function at different levels. Peace may be opposite or an opposite of antagonistic conflict, violence, or war. Peace calms our minds and allows us to see our path much clearer and help us focus and keep track on our goals. Having a clear goal is like having a compass. You know where you want to go. You aim for it and commit to the road, trusting that all obstacles are worthy challenges rather than terrifying trees. Peace can be achieved by being free from disturbance, practicing meditation, energies, respecting and caring for family members, home, appreciating other people's values and differences, community, and tightening ties between countries and promoting shared goals. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Khalil Jan. And the last but not least, we would like to invite Ms. Aisha, Allama Said Jamuddin Afghan High School student, to say a few words. At this moment, I would like to invite Ms. Shrishti Sena, a successful psychologist, to deliver her speech about non-violent communication.
Thank you so much for the floor and this opportunity to express myself. My name is Srishti Sinha, and I, under the guidance of Dipankar sir and Veda sir, was responsible for conducting and co-developing this course on nonviolent communication. And so, as a psychologist, I always wanted to touch people's lives and to help alleviate their pain. But through this course, not only did I get to alleviate people's pain by talking about non-violence and mental health and aggression, I could also learn how to teach them to reach their potential humanity, because through non-violent communication, one is able to do that. And in this process, I've also learned a lot and grown fourfolds since I've started. Nonviolent communication is not only about forming relationships, but it's also about making sure that those relationships last. And I feel like this course has not only allowed me to explore that academically, but it has also allowed me to form relationships all over the world. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. So yeah, I've not only like learned how to explore non-violence, but I've also learned how to practice it on a daily basis. This has been an absolute privilege for me, and I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Gandhi Smriti and to the Bamyan Winter School. And this is on behalf of all the resource people who worked on this journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your effective words. In this part of the program, I am immensely happy to invite Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School students to perform their beautiful song for you.
ठीक है
Such a wonderful and amazing performance. Thank you so much, dear students, for making our program vibrant. Mahatma Gandhi said, each one has to find his peace within himself. And peace, to be real, must be unaffected by outside circumstance. There is no path to peace. Peace is the path. Now you will witness another sensational performance by a student of Allama Jamaluddin Afghan High School. Please welcome Atan group to come on the stage and show us their Atan scale. A big round of applause for them.
Lavangi Dilavangi palar rakhija lavangi mein utsaran sandra Jeshtakra dichabul mugra sayna lavangi mein utsaran sandra lavangi mein utsaran sandra
Thank you so much. It was an outstanding performance. Nothing great will be achieved without great people, and great people are only great if they are determined to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to have with us today the guest of honor, Mr. S. Narayan, Advisor to Government of India. May I kindly request him to share a few words with us.
Namaste. I am very happy to see the program of Gandhi Smriti Darshan and Afghan Embassy and the children who are presenting all these such programs. I am reminded of 1968 when Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was in Patna, and I had an opportunity to meet with him because we invited him for some program, and it was a very nice occasion. And after that, today I am seeing that how the Afghan people are part of our country, and Abhigyan ji, the director of the Gandhi Smriti Darshan, has done a wonderful work in bringing peace and harmony by teaching non-violence, peace, and inculcating the vocabulary
of non-violence. So I must congratulate the director of the Gandhi Smriti for this wonderful work, and also the ambassador in charge of Afghanistan embassy, who has done a great job in bringing the two cultures together. And I am sure that in future, if such programs continues, it will have a great impact on the Gandhian philosophy and Gandhian thought. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your deep knowledge with us. Your words were full of enthusiasm and valuable knowledge. True peace is not only merely the absence of war, it is the presence of justice, and true peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. In this part of the program, I am privileged to invite Mr. B. Patak, the Vice Chairman of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, to address his speech and remarks of Gandhi Smriti. شاگردای عزیز لطفاً خاموش باشین.
Honorable Shri VP Singh, former Governor of Sikkim, Mr. Saeed Jarullah Hashmi, First Secretary, Head of Administration and Finance, Mr. Hamidullah, Cultural Attaché, Shri Gyan participants and friends. I feel proud and privileged that Dipankar has given me the opportunity to share some of the thoughts I have with Honorable Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. In 1969, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan visited Patna and he stayed in Gandhi Museum, Patna, and I was looking after all the comforts for him. I met him, talked to him, and his voice was so firm that it is very important and few things that he never wanted partition. He was not in favor. And you know, he died in 1988, but he was known as Frontier Gandhi. We had Gandhi, Afghanistan had Frontier Gandhi, and both talk about the peace and non-violence. No conflict, no resolution can be solved without peace and non-violence. Honorable Shri V.P. Singh has to speak on this occasion, so I won't like to take much time, just to say that the person, Che Guevara, who took freedom of Cuba by violence, and he visited India in 1959, and first he said, to feed the hungry people, one can resort to violence. But immediately he changed his words and he said, no, I do not endorse my views. I endorse the views of Gandhi, that any conflict can be solved only by peace and non-violence. And who talked? A person who took freedom of Cuba by violence, and that person telling in India in 1959 that conflict can be solved only by non-violence. Now at the present, Ukraine and Russia, they are fighting, and everybody is suggesting end the war. Nobody is telling, oh, go ahead. Everybody is telling that, oh, stop the war, stop the war, stop the war. It means all persons are in favor of non-violence, the peace. And therefore, here today, this NOWRUZ function is Bamyan Winter School. I had been to Afghanistan. I had been to Kabul 3 times. And we had put up 5 public toilets with biogas plants in Kabul. And it was inaugurated by His Excellency, the Ambassador of India. You can see the photograph. And so when it was commissioned in 2007, the temperature went down to minus 30 degree, and biogas plant remained functional. And even today, if you go to Kabul, all 5 public toilets with biogas plants are functioning very successfully. So our contribution to Kabul, to Afghanistan, certainly is a small contribution we have done. There was a fire in a house, a big fire, everybody rushed with some water to extinguish the fire. A bird also took some water and went to extinguish the fire. Somebody asked from that bird, "Oh, from some drops of water, what will happen to this big fire? Can you extinguish?" She said, no, I know. By few drops of water, such a devastating fire cannot be extinguished. One thing I know, if the history will be written, who extinguished the fire, my name will be there. So when there will be history of Afghanistan in Kabul, our contribution of Sulh International Social Service Organization, our contribution of Sulh International Sanitation, Social Reform and Human Rights Movement will be remembered. So whenever there will be somebody will write the history, they will write about us also. There was a group from India that followers of Gandhi help Afghanistan, Kabul and provide this facility. Before 2007, there was nothing, no public toilet in Kabul. People had going outside somewhere. But today if you go to Kabul, you can have toilet there. ये क्या है? So this is very important, and I thought he is asking me to stop. So anyway, now I am going to stop, and just to say that you are celebrating this function, and I share my pleasure with your Afghanistan, the people of Afghanistan, and this Bamyan Winter School. So with these words, I thank you to all of you for giving me this opportunity, and especially to Dipankar for remembering me on this occasion. With these words, I remember Sri former Governor of Sikkim, Sri V.P. Singh Ji. When I saw that he is coming there, I thought I must go there because he speaks so well. He has written many books, and one is very popular book is the Buddha, which he will speak himself about books. With these words, I thank you to Darshan Samiti and all the members of the committee and all the officials with Dipankar and others. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. Ladies and gentlemen, your presence made this day a memorable day. Thank you for listening, for inspiration, for encouragement, for being here, and most importantly, for giving your time and making your presence. In this part of the program, I would like to invite Mr. Rahul Banerjee to render the acknowledgement and vote of thanks.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my dear colleagues, and to all of you present here, a very good afternoon. I will take this opportunity to extend my most sincere gratitude to Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, Ministry of Culture, Government of India, for supporting the Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan School and extending all cooperation in making this school a reality. When I first approached Dipankarji with the request to support the school, I did not hesitate to ask whatever I believe the Gandhi Smriti would be capable of doing. And I must say that I am not disheartened. Dipankarji had been very kind in supporting all endeavors that we have taken up. The most recent being the Bamyan Winter School. The Bamyan Winter School was an attempt to facilitate a holistic development for the students of the Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School. Ladies and gentlemen, today as we celebrate the International Day of NOWRUZ, I will take this opportunity to thank all of you for being a part of our community. I am sure that Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti, together with the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan and Raisina House, will be able to create a society that believes in peace, non-violence, and of course has a vision for a better future. Education is the key to success, and I'm sure that the students of Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School, through education, will be able to make this society a better place to be in, and of course for themselves as well. So without taking much time, I would like to end my speech by thanking everyone. Thank you.
Every celebration is an experience. The external fades away and the internal echoes in our heart. We are reminded that events like this are one milestone in the journey of life. We have reached the end of the program of Bamyan Winter School Valedictory program. The end of a story is the new beginning of many others. On this note, let's conclude a remarkable, memorable and knowledgeable valedictory session. On the behalf of Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti and Alama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School, we sincerely thank you, the dignitaries, for being with us this afternoon and enlightening us with their enthusiastic remarks. I shower my heartfelt gratitude to everyone for their wholehearted support rendered in success of these valedictory sessions. Thank you very much, everyone.
نوروز را تشنه من نشوی در آتش آه عاشقت می سوزی گل نوروز راغه گل نوروز راغه گل نوروز راغه گل نوروز راغه جشن جمشیدی ما شاد و گل‌افروز آمد حالا نوروز آمد گل نوروز راغه گل نوروز راغه حالا نوروز آمد حالا نوروز آمد
In the name of Almighty God. In the name of Almighty God. Mr. Gul Rahman Hamdard and I, Maryam Urugzai, are privileged to moderate today's program. We are delighted to welcome you all. Let us first acknowledge the presence of our eminent guests, His Excellency Saziaullah Hashimi, Charge d'Affaires, and Mr. Hamdullah Arbab, Cultural Attaché of the Embassy of Islamic Republic Afghanistan, Chief Guest Shri B.P. Singh, former Governor of Sikkim, Shri Vijay Goyal, Vice Chairman of Gandhi Simriti and Darshan Samiti, Professor S. Narayan, Advisor to the Government of India, Shri Dipankar Shri Gyan, Director of Gandhi Simriti and Darshan Samiti, diplomats, professors, esteemed teachers, students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Wish you all a very happy Nowruz. Nowruzatan Mubarak.
ای قدرمن خوگو خوگو میلمنو ای قدرمن خوگو خوگو میلمنو دل تراغلو دیر درنو میلمنو د زړه له کومې خوشخبري درکوم د نوي کال مبارکي درکوم نوروز مو مبارک شه نوروزنگا مبارک بولسنگ سرداجی نوروزا مبارکا.
Let's begin our function with the national anthem of both countries. We request you all to please stand up for national anthem. Taking this opportunity, I pray to God that this new year shall bring all happiness in your life. May the NOWRUZ give us all a new blank page to write good ones and have a fresh and clean start. We are hoping that the new year brings us peace, happiness, joy, love, lots of new and exciting opportunities in our lives. This new year will be our year. NOWRUZ Mubarak. Today we have lined up music performance, dance and New Year special songs. I am sure you will enjoy the program. So are you ready for the program? I cannot hear you. Louder please. Now we would like to briefly introduce NOWRUZ. Literally means new day. It also refers to New Year. NOWRUZ marks the first day of spring. Today, over 300 million people in over 16 countries celebrate this magnificent festival. NOWRUZ has been celebrated for over 3,000 years worldwide in Balkans, Black Sea basins, and especially in Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Turkmenistan. The UNESCO inscribed NOWRUZ in the list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity in 2009. Further, in 2010, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed March 21 as the International Day of NOWRUZ. The style of celebration of NOWRUZ varies in different regions, but it disseminates common message of peace, love, and prosperity and a fresh start of life. Afghanistan, being at the heart of Asia, played an important role in connecting the Western, Central and South Asian countries to Europe for exchange of goods and services. It also has been the crossroad to cultural, languages and civilizations in the region. This magnificent festival reminds us for our shared culture and tradition with neighboring countries, particularly India. We believe with the arrival of NOWRUZ, everything in nature regrows and the harsh and dry face of winter disappears. It also regenerates human and brings new hopes in our life. Now we would like to have attention for a short video clip of celebration of NOWRUZ prepared by Media Department of Embassy.
NOWRUZ is the first day of New Year in Afghanistan based on the solar calendar. It is celebrated with special ceremonies and traditions. Some of the many customs include Jandabala and Golasor Festival, also known as Red Tulip Flower. People from different parts of Afghanistan come together in Mazar-e-Sharif to attend this festival and enjoy their time. Aft Mewa is another NOWRUZ symbol. It is prepared from a combination of 7 dried fruits, which is served after letting it seep into water for a few days. Among other celebrations and customs is Buzkashi, which is a famous game held during NOWRUZ and attracts groups of people to come over and watch. Another great custom of NOWRUZ is planting trees and contributing to a healthy environment. Preparing samanak is another custom inherited from ancient days in Afghan culture. Women have a special party while cooking it. They sing songs and stay awake all night until it is fully cooked.
جشن جمشیدی ما شاد و گل افروز آمد هلا نوروز آمد هلا نوروز آمد هلا نوروز آمد هلا نوروز آمد.
Some of the traditional food that is served on this day include spinach, fish, and jalebi, which is a pastry made from sugar.
Thank you for your nice attention. Now it gives me an immense pleasure to call upon our chief guest, Mr. Shri V.P. Singh, former governor of Sikkim, to enlighten us with his remarks.
नमस्कार। Honorable Chief of the Embassy of Afghanistan in Delhi and his dear colleagues in the front and also in the back, Dr. Bindeshwar Pathak, the eminent Gandhian and founder of Sulabh Sauchalaya as well as the movement, grown up and small children and elderly people. This is really a festival. And this is a festival of peace. This is a festival of music. And this is a festival to tell the people that there are other ways of living than what is happening in Russia or in neighboring countries. I saw the signboard, and it is very unique signboard. So I was talking to the Honorable Ambassador that is this Bamyan the same with which I am familiar, Bamyan Buddhas? He said yes. This is the place where you have Gandhi, Frontier Gandhi, Buddha, and you have NOWRUZ. Now when NOWRUZ was started, I was a little worried. Is Holi coming with colors? Fortunately, you have spared that. So, in cultural events like this, you are not going to deliver a long speech. You should not. And I thought of telling only this much, that when I was looking at this great leader of Abdul Ghaffar Khan, Frontier Gandhi, I found that he lived for 98 years. Of that 98 years, he has spent 52 years in jail. And still, he was the same. I have seen him from a distance. No change, no animosity, no bias, no malice, almost like a child. In fact, I thought of telling you that this great man reminded me of something very unique in history, and that was that you can be peaceful in all circumstances. You don't have to be angry, you don't have to be nervous, you don't have to be doing this or that to make your point. Now, I am just quoting him for children, and he said, I hope and trust that God will help us in the sacred mission, and people will recognize that the essence of love, truth and non-violence is the hallmark of every good, free and prosperous society. And this is common. This is unity in peace. This is unity in love. This is unity in culture. And this is just an example. India has been lucky because we have been inviting people from different times and giving them home when they were rendered homeless in their own countries. Sometimes I wonder that without this experience, how we could have made a great country. I am doubtful. People would not have even known what is the NOWRUZ, what is the festival of peace, what is the music. And we had and I wrote in this a small book for children. I will send this book to you. This is a small 40-page book for children of our India, in which I will send the Gandhi Smriti to give copies to the children. When are they leaving? When are they leaving? So can you get it from NCERT? This is 40 rupees book. I wrote, and you should listen. India has been living through the pluralistic challenge longer than several other nations. In terms of faith, well before the advent of Christianity and Islam in the West and other parts of the world, India was a significant playfield of civilizational encounters between Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism. Both Judaism and Christianity came to India in the first centenary itself. Islam too commenced its entry through the coastal towns of the Indian peninsula from the 8th century onwards. In the 9th century, when the Zoroastrians of Persia felt that their religion was in danger from the invading Muslims, they moved to northwest coast of India. Their descendants are still there and are known as Parsis. And these Parsis celebrate both NOWRUZ and your festival. The other day, I had an encounter with a doctor called Kakkar. He was professor in AIMS, has retired. So I asked him, how did you get your name Kakkar? He said, I am from Kabul. So when did you come? He said, I came 400 years ago. Our family, our ancestors came to Bombay, where there are Parsis. And then I said, what happened? He said, few hundred years later, my parents sent me for medical education. And that was about 200 years ago, when his family moved from Bombay to Allahabad. And that gentleman from Allahabad went to Bombay for again education. Then he went to Kanpur and served people there. Then he got a job in Delhi. What I am saying is that the relationship was cut mercilessly after partition. Otherwise we had the same. You will still meet people celebrating NOWRUZ in Allahabad, and the children appreciating that. What I am trying to say this is that you are not only celebrating it here, you are giving a message to the world that peace, dignity and unity can be secured through love, through culture. And this meeting I especially chose to attend was just to convey this, that this is a special occasion. Gandhi and our Badshah Khan, they celebrate that. They inspire us to do that. And the world needs it. Today what is happening? That because we don't give priority to these values, our environment has been threatened. Every day something serious is happening. Because this requires some understanding, and Gandhi did that, Badshah Khan did that, and a number of other people have done that, that you have enough to eat, but not enough to fulfill all your desires. So this is, you have to conserve ecology, you have to conserve peace. Otherwise, this planet will go. So we are at a time that nature is threatened, ecology is threatened, science has given us more capacity, and we don't know how to go about, what to do. So, if we want environment to be safeguarded, then you have to control the use of science for conservation. Then your wisdom tells you not to do this. NOWRUZ does not want you to destroy nature. This festival of music is all for love and peace. So this world needs to move into this. So the central message that I have got from these children, and I am beholden to them, is that if you want to safeguard our peace, if you want to safeguard our future, give us education, give us proper environment, and that involves protection of nature. And I have to tell you that I am I want to give this message to the world that this conference tells us that things can be better handled by peace, love, nature, music and culture. Let there be a cultural unity. Let there be a cultural dialogue. And I would suggest to the government of India and to other governments, political institutions have failed. Let there be cultural institutions to succeed. With these few words, I wish the children very happy stay. They look very cheerful, and I thank all of you. And I also want to say towards the end that I have requested Dr. Pathak to open one toilet complex in this Bamyan school with the help of Government of India and our Afghan embassy here. That should be a tangible picture of what we have done after this. But there is a wider message for the world. I will have another occasion to mention this, but my love to you, children, and my faith in you. Thank you. Can you put all this here? नहीं ले तो मैं गिराऊंगा नहीं मैं नहीं गिराऊंगा
لټولو ګډونوالو هیله کیږي چې نظم مراعات کړئ خبره او غالمغال او ګډوډۍ مکوئ مننه په ګلونو کې روان دی نوی کال څومره شوق دی څومره ځوان دی نوی کال په تاوان ترې د خپل عمر خوښي اخلو زما ارمان د یار رومان دی نوی کال پکې وي به زحمتونه امید دواړه پکې وي به زحمتونه امید دواړه بې امیده چې شي وران دی نوی کال پکې شړلی شو د ژوند تیارې له سیمې د څراغ غوندې روښان دی نوی کال که په غور د یو بل خبره واورو که په غور د یو بل خبره واورو له بدیو نه امان دی نوی کال له بدیو نه امان دی نوی کال دا پروګرام په دې برخه کې په نوې ډیلي کې د افغانستان اسلامي جمهوریت د لوی سفارت کلتوري آتشه ښاغلي حمدالله ارباب ته بلنه ورکوو چې د سټیج مخ ته راشي او خپله وینا ګډونوالو ته واوروي Please welcome Mr. Hamdullah Arbab, Cultural Attaché of Afghanistan Embassy in New Delhi.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. زما خواهش دی چې تاسو دا شور ډیر مکوئ. کله چې موسیقي وي سندري وي بیا چکچکې مو وهئ شورم کوئ خو که چېرته سپیکران خبرې کوي نو خواهش مې د ټولو نه دا دی چې لږ نظم مراعات کوي. د لوی او بخونکي خدای په نامه ګرانو میلمنو درنو هیوادوالو د 1401 کال راتګ ستاسو درنو کورنیو ته د زړه د کومې مبارکي وایم. د لوی خدای د دربار څخه تاسو ستاسو ټولو دوستانو او عزیزانو ته د هوسا او بسیا ژوند روغتیا او بریالیتوب هیله کوم. هیلهمن یم چې راتلونکی کال افغانستان کې د دایمي سولې ورورګلوۍ او نیکمرغیو ډک کال وي. د نوي کال مانځنه د پسرلي مانځنه ده. په پسرلي کې هر څه نوي ساه اخلي. د غرو دښتو او چمنونو زرغونوالی او پسرلنۍ وږمې انسان نوي هڅو ته رابولي. مهمانان و هموطنان عزیز، آرزومندم که سال جدید برایتان شادمانی های تازه، اهداف جدید، دستاوردهای نو و هزاران الهام تازه با خود داشته باشد. Dear guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a very happy new year to you. wishing you all the peace, joy, and love of the season. I would like to extend a special welcome to Shri B.P. Singh, Padmas Shri Dr. Patak, Shri Dipankar Shri Gayan for joining us in the celebration of NOWRUZ. This year NOWRUZ celebration was not possible without the assistance of Gandhi Smriti. We are thankful to them. Also, I would like to thank all our colleagues at the Embassy of the Islamic Republic of Afghanistan who worked tirelessly to make this celebration of NOWRUZ a reality. The Azad of Abad Afghanistan Pahila, Har Ruzitan NOWRUZ, NOWRUZitan Peruz, Nave Kalmu Mubarak Shah, Happy New Year.
In this part of the program, we have an Afghan instrument music. So let's welcome Haidar Salam Band with a big round of applause.
شفای شما. دوستای عزیز، حضار محترم، حضور شما را اینجا خوش آمد میگم و خوشحال هستم که امسال با شما هستم و امیدوار هستم که از اجرایم خوشتان آمده باشه و سالهای بعدی نیز با چنین برنامه ها با صلح و آرامش کنار هم باشیم و چنین برنامه ها را تجدید بکنیم. تشکر.
Thank you so Thank you so much. It was a great performance. باغ در ایام بهاران خوش است. باغ در ایام بهاران خوش است. موسم گل بارخ یاران خوش است. چون گل نوروز کند نافه باز، نرگس سرمست در آید به ناز. Now we would like to request His Excellency Saiziaullah Hashimi and Shri Dipankar ji to felicitate our guests. I would like to invite Mr. Shri B.P. Singh to come on stage, please.
بتین برای زمین نفر وسطی باش که اول اونا فسیلیتیت کنن.
اقبال از توفه باز موسیقیست.
من نمیفهم. ما صدا میکنیم. صدا کردیم.
آجنده به خاطر میکوش شما.
میفهم. ما صدا میکنیم. مال بیخی نمیفهم کی است.
خواست است.
اما اینا رو مگر کم دور میکرد. باش بر خودتان میتونه یک دفعه عکس بگیرم.
دوم شده
باش باش. اچھا همونجا باش.
بخوایم بگیش ویجی
شری ویجی گویل خونه ایستن آمدن این بعد از ایره
بی پاتنک
نه ایره میخواه
آها ایره مثل بازیه
پروفیسر هستن हमने नारायण सिंह और पाटा जी बस और तो कोई नहीं पाठक जी नहीं
पाठक जी भी चले गए और नारायण साहब भी चले गए
तो किसको बुला ले
प्रिंसिपल मैम को हमारे तरफ
بعدش ایدیتون نیستن بعدش چیزه بخوان کلچرال تچیره
कल्चरल अटैच है प्रिंसिपल मैडम ارباب بخواین باز می‌دیره رو ارباب نه ارباب عیازی
Now I would like to invite Mr. Hamdullah Arbab to come on stage, please.
اینا رو بتین شما باشین که برای چند نفر شما برای اینا میتین سر یه امبسی کی طرف سے आपको देना है हम कोशिश करो شد ये आपको देना है सर
बहुत अच्छी मुदीरा साहिबा
नहीं आयाज़ी सर
नाम पूरे शान चीज़
محمد شکیب ایازی سر نمیشه است محمد شکیب محمد ابراهیم
Principal madam, principal madam.
ایازی سر کنید
Ayazi sahab, principal madam and Nazi sahab. तीन लोग.
Now I would like to invite Mr. Ayazi to come on stage, please.
دیگه کی رو بکنم از سفارت ما کی هست دگروال صدا یکی هم دگروال کریم एक करीमुल्लाह करीम हमारा करीमुल्लाह
Now I would like to invite Mr. Karimullah Kareem to come on stage, please. Now I would like to invite Ms. Sanya Fidataj to come on stage, please.
And Nazi sahab.
ना ना कादिर शाह एक और है कादिर शाह लास्ट पे मेरा लास्ट मेरा
Now I would like to invite Mr. Qadir Shah to come on stage, please. I kindly request Mr. Afzaliyar to come on stage, please. I kindly request Mr. Nazir Ahmad Yusufi to come on stage.
آیشا جان هستند در برنامه پیشتر صحبت کردن به انگلیسی بسیار زیبا بیان سر استیج آیشا از استادشان خواست میدیره خواهش کنیم اون رو بخواهیم
مديرة ثابتة؟
میدیره رو بگوین که امور تفلک بیار تو
اون اومد
अच्छा कोई बात हो गया दिस शुड कंटिन्यू
Now we have an Indian dance program prepared by Gandhi Smriti and Darshan Samiti. So let's welcome the dance group of Kathak dance by Neetu Shrivastava. Please a big round of applause for them.
can come.
Ramadani
ماښام دې د زوړ کال شي سپین سحر د نوي کال ماښام دې د زوړ کال شي سپین سحر د نوي کال ښایسته دې شي په امن هر منظر د نوي کال زوړ کال خو د دردونو ډالۍ ډېرې راته راکړې مرهم دې شي د زړونو په پرهر د نوي کال بشر نه چې د شر ټکی مدام لپاره اوزي بدل د خدای په خیر کړي هر یو شر د نوي کال هر ګل مې د وطن د لمر پرست رڼا پرست وي سبا له چې راخیږي کله لمر د نوي کال آغاز دې هم په مینه وي انجام دې هم په وینا آغاز دې هم په مینه وي انجام دې هم په مینا لحظه لحظه د مینې سراسر د نوي کال دا پروګرام ګډونوالو محترمو ښاغلو او اغلو د پروګرام په دې برخه کې د کابل پوهنتون او جواهرلال نهرو پوهنتون د پښتو څانګې استاد پروفیسور محمود مرحوم ته بلنه ورکوو چې خپل شعر تاسو ته ډالۍ کړي
دوستان سلام. ما قبل از اینکه شعر بخوانم از شما دو سوال داریم. کل ما و شما میفهمیم که نوروز یک جشن فرهنگی است و شما میفهمید که فرهنگ اصلی افغانی هستند که یک کس سر استیج گپ میزنن دیگرها گوش میگیرن. بیاین که همین چیز با واقعیت به تمثیل بگذاریم. ما اینجا متوجه بودم دوستا بسیار زیاد گپ میزدن و از آخر کل دوستا مصروف گپ زدن هستند. کسی که سر استیج میآید به هدف این میآید که برای شما یک چیز داره برای گفتن. خواهش من این است ما و شما فرهنگ اصیل افغانی خود به نمایش بگذاریم و گوش بگیریم که چی میگیم و چی میکنیم. شاید زما په شعر کې لږ درد دی ځکه وطن په دردمن حالت کې زموږ او ستاسو څخه پاتې دی. سړی هم خوشحاله سي چې نوی کال دی نوی ژوند دی، هم زړه په تنګ سي چې له وطنه لیرې پر پردیو ولایتونو یې لمانځي. خلک وایي پسرلی دی بدل سوی دی جهان، نوی کال نوی ملیار دی، نوی نوی ګلان پر لمن د ګل سرخ به نوی سر بخمل غوړیږي، د کښدیو لار به څارې خړ دښتونه زرغونیږي، د کوچي پیغلو تر پوندو بیا ګلونه لاندې کیږي، بیا به راسي ګل غونډۍ ته سور لښکر د ارغوان. نوی کال دی نوی کال نوی ملیار دی، نوی نوی ګلان بیا به تورې ورځې راسي د حیات له اوبو ډکې، وچ کښتونه به خړوب سي بیا به پورته سي کاله کې، پر ډنډونو به راخپور سي بیا د زړونو سیل په شپه کې، بیا به ډلې ډلې وځي له کورو څخه ښکاریان. نوی کال نوی ملیار دی، نوی نوی ګلان بیا به خړې اوبه راسي پاس له جګو جګو غرونو، له شیلیو به رارسیږي اوازونه د سیلونو، پر هوارو به اوبه کړي شاړې مځکې د کانونو، وچې دښتې به خړو کړي سخي سوی دی اسمان. نوی کال نوی ملیار دی، نوی نوی ګلان د اتڼ نارې به اورو، غوړې څوڼې د ظلمیو د کوچیو پر لمنو به شرنګۍ وي د پاولیو، ګودرونه به وي ښکلې د پیغلوټو له منګیو، له جونګړو به سي پورته یک هزار او یک قربان. نوی کال نوی ملیار دی، نوی نوی ګلان بیا به ډکې پیالې واخلو له ساقي څخه د مولو، له نسیم سره به راسي کاروانونه د بلبلو، بوی د مشګو به سي پورته د پیغلوټو له کاکلو، له حسده به ړانده سي غلیمان او رقیبان. نوی کال نوی ملیار دی، نوی نوی ګلان. خو ساقي ځه لاجمل سه موږ ته ګوري ورځې تورې، پسرلی چې را نسې زموږ په کور دي لمبې پورې، زموږ قلم تیاره لیکلې د قسمت پر تنجي ستورې، نه به زموږ نصیب زرغون کړي نه به وشړي زاغان. نوی کال نوی ملیار دی، نوی نوی ګلان توپ د سولې نګهبان دی، په ګولۍ خبرې کیږي ټانک د مینې رویباري کړي په ګوړو کې غړومبېږي پر ښارونو لمبې ګرځي په بانډو کې اور بلیږي تا ته څنګه اتن وکړي په دې سره اور کې ظلمیان نوی کال نوی ملیار دی نوي نوي ګلان په هلمند کې جنازې دي له ارغند وزې سانګې جالوان په زړه زخمي دی د کونړ څپې ژړانګې کومې سترګې به در اوړي کومې خولې به درته خاندي کوم بوډا به درته تیر کړي زموږ د غم د شپې داستان نوی کال نوی ملیار دی نوي نوي ګلان اوس به څوک ګل غونډۍ ته چې پرون یې شهید ورور دی اوس به څوک چې ګل غونډۍ ته چې پرون یې شهید ورور دی پرنۍ غم یې سوړ نه و نوی نن یې نوی غم په کور دی بوره مور او تره ګرځي په زړګي کې یې بل اور دی وایي بم دی چا چاودلی پر سینه د کابل جان نوی کال نوی ملیار دی نوي نوي یې ګلان بلا لنګه د فشار کې تور دیوان یې زیږولې له وګړو لارې ورکې اسرائیل کوڅې نیولې ښار په ښار باندې ناورین دی کډې ځي کلي په کلي نه په غره کې قرارسته نه په سمه کې امان نوی کال نوی ملیار دی نوي نوي یې ګلان یوه ورځ به بیا یاران وي بیا به ورځې د کابل وي یوه ورځ به بیا یاران وي بیا به ورځې د کابل وي چې نه اور په ښار کې بل وي نه د نجونو وران اور بل وي هم پغمان په ګلو بار وي هم ساقره سره مل وي خرابات وي مطربان وي شهبازونه وي غزل وي نه بدې نه رنګ د وینو خلک ټوله سره خپل وي د نارنج د ګلو هار وي او سینه د انارګل وي ژړ ګلونه دې په غاړه سره ګلونه پر کاکول وي نور د خلکو څخه هیر وي د پردي واسکټ غازیان نوی کال نوی ملیار دی نوي نوي یې ګلان خلک وایي پسرلی دی بدل سوی دی جهان نوی کال نوی ملیار دی نوي نوي یې ګلان
Thank you so much, sir. It was a wonderful poem. May this NOWRUZ give us all a new blank page to write good news. Have a fresh and clean start. We are hoping that this new year brings us peace, happiness, joy, and another opportunities in our lives. The students of Allama Sayyid Jamaluddin Afghan High School prepared a poem for this function. So let's welcome them with a round of applause.